Hey guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and welcome to the July monthly reading. Oh my gosh, July? Like, serious? And I just realized this is the July reading, and I'm in like freaking fire red. It's time to get fiery, people. Before we get started, I just want to remind you guys of a few things that are going to be happening this month. So if you would like to mark these down in your calendars, go right ahead. First of all, to start off the month, July 1st is Crone Day. So like we know, if you follow the Wheel of the Year or if you follow the Triple Goddess, you know that you start off with the Maiden, then you go into the Mother, then you go into the Crone. And since we've had our summer solstice, the days will be getting shorter. Although it's not gonna happen right away. So we probably won't see, days actually getting shorter. I mean, they are little by little, but it probably won't be noticeable probably till school starts again for many of you that have kids, or your teachers, or perhaps going into like October, November-ish. Also on July 1st, Chiron goes retrograde. So those of you that follow any sort of astrology, just mark your calendars for that. July 4th, if you are in the United States, that is our Independence Day. Weird side note, when I sang in an opera in Italy, and a few of my castmates and I, fellow singers, we got to take like a couple of days, like a day and a half trip to Florence, and it happened to be on the day of the 4th of July, and we're like, well, we're in Italy, like they don't celebrate American Independence Day here. And it was so weird because everybody was decked out in red, white, and blue. People had the American flag shorts, people were partying, there was fireworks going off, people had painted their cheeks with the American flag. It was like, okay. So yay. Also on July 4th, Venus goes into Gemini, and the only reason I mention that is because I'm a Gemini, so any of you other little Geminis out there, then maybe just mark your calendar because Venus is going right into your sign. On July 9th, we will have our full moon in Capricorn, and that is also known as the blessing moon. And many of our full moons go by a few different names, so I might call it the blessing moon. Some people might refer it to that, but you might hear it by another name as well. July 21st is Witches Day. Witches? So yes, to all my homie witches out there, West Coast y'all, it's your day, so party hardy. July 23rd is the new moon in Leo, so that is that. Before we get into our monthly reading, I just want to go into the stone that I believe best represents this month, and I picked up my apophyllite. So if you resonate with crystals or anything like that, I just truly believe that the month of July is going to be a lot of, if you meditate or you work with spirit guides or, things of that nature, I think that people are going to be able to gain a deeper connection in the month of July. And for me, one way that, whenever I'm doing readings for clients or readings for friends, or if I really, really need like a really deep reading for myself, I'll pull out some apophyllite because I like to pull in some, otherworldly assistance sometimes that comes from the highest vibration. And so apophyllite, I believe, is for July. So for this reading, I always pull an oracle card for the theme. Sometimes I do tarot or oracle for the rest of the cards, which is health, wealth, family / relationships, and creativity / career. So the deck that I'm going to be using is a brand new deck that I have, and it is the Rebel deck. So if you're a little sensitive to swearing, I apologize, but take it lightly. Don't take it as somebody trying to be mean to you, but more, in a lighthearted manner. So I'm going to be pulling a card from here. And the reason I felt like using the Rebel deck is because of that fiery business of July. I think this has a little bit of fire for you guys. So let's go ahead and pull a card. So remember, anytime during this reading, if something doesn't resonate, you know, just toss it aside. Just take the stuff that does resonate with you guys. And this is just generalized. So it's just generalized energy that's out there. And it's not meant for any one specific person that I have in mind anyway. I mean, it could be specifically for somebody out there, which I always hope that, you know, any of my readings, they do help somebody out there. But, you know, again, you know, it's not intended for that. So if you would like to pick up a personalized reading, you know, when you want to book a reading with me, then just check out that information. Ooh, here we go. Check out that information box below, or at the end of this video, just click on one of the boxes that pops up and that'll take you to my Etsy site. So we did have a card that popped up and it says, "You are giving away your power." And on the back, "You are a badass. Act like it." Okay, so for this month, this is our overall theme. It appears as though we might be doing a little bit too much of the people pleasing, and that's human nature. We want to make other people happy. You know, we want to make our friends happy. We want to make our family happy, and that's fine, you know, to, you know, do favors for people, to, you know, surprise them with gifts and things like that. But there becomes a point where it's detrimental to yourself, you know, to your health, to your mental health, to your well-being. And when that happens, you might be overreaching just a little bit. And so what this card is telling me is that maybe don't forget to do a little bit of self-love for yourself. So don't forget yourself. You know, you're a person too, worthy of just as much love as the people that you are extending love to. So you are a badass. Act like it. Okay, so the deck that I would like to use for the reading, remember this is for health, wealth, family / relationships, and creativity / career, is a deck that I created myself. This is the Athlete's Tarot. This is not for sale because the images on here I do not own the rights to. So this is just for my personal use and for online readings. Okay, so let's get a card for health. And a little stubborn this month. Talk about fire energy. Okay, whoa. Okay, so we got wealth. Now we need family / relationships. Here we go. And creativity / career. All right, so we got our 4 cards. I'm just going to take a quick little sip. By the way, this is jasmine green tea, and it is this Oyocha? Ito-en. So it's the same company that makes Oyocha tea, which I really, really love. So yes, yes, mas tea, please. So our health card. Ooh. Oops. For health, we have the Fool. So the way I interpreted the Fool, here you have this track and it seems to go on and on and on and on and on. Is as far as health goes, you know, sometimes when people have, you know, when you go to the doctor and you know that something's wrong and the doctor is like, well, it could be this, and then they, like, let's say prescribe you a regimen or they prescribe you some medication and it doesn't seem to work out, but sometimes we're like, well, the doctor knows best, so we continue, you know, taking that medication or doing that regimen. Sometimes you really do need to get a second opinion. And it doesn't have to be something major. It could be something as, you know, you want to lose weight. And so sometimes, you know, that's why there are so many different, you know, nutritionists out there, personal trainers. And if you don't resonate with one, you know, find another, find a second opinion. So that's kind of what I'm getting for the Fool card, is to not just dive into, well, this person said this is what's wrong with me, or, you know, I have celiac disease, or I'm glucose intolerant, or and that's why this, you know, I'm having this issue, or to lose weight this person says I need to do this, but, you know, somewhere up here and somewhere in your heart you're like, this isn't quite working out and this isn't quite resonating with me. It's okay to get a second opinion. So I'm really thinking this month when it comes to your health is to really be proactive about it. So if you aren't getting the answers that you feel are, you know, correlating with you, it's okay to seek another's opinion, or somebody after that, a third, a fourth opinion, until you find something. Because when it comes to your health, you know, you got to be adamant about that shit. You know, because you, in this life, you only get one. So there you go. Okay, for wealth, nice. We have Mr. Michael Johnson, who, and this is the King of Wands. So when it comes to wealth, it looks like, you know, we're really going to be sitting in our power. So we've done so much, you know, in our job and things like that. And maybe it's not even, let's say money related, but let's say you work at a nonprofit or you're a volunteer or something like that. You know, all that work that you've put in, it really seems like it's going to be paying off because you've put that passion, that energy into it. You really are going to be seeing the benefits. You are going to be this guy. It's like, yeah, freaking yeah, coming across the finish line, getting that gold medal, metaphorically speaking. So yeah, I really, really, really like that for us when it comes to wealth. Okay, for family. So, so I say family slash relationships. So this could be family as in, you know, your friends. A lot of people consider their friends their family. Or it could be relationships like, you know, you and a significant other. It could be the relationships that you have at work. It could be the relationships, you know, that's very broad, who you consider your family and who you are having a relationship with. So here we have John Cena. And I saw him as the Page of Pentacles. And so, well, I mean, he's not a super, super young guy, but you know, anyway. So for family, what I'm seeing is, you know, you may really have to start off small when it comes to preparing. What I'm getting is, because I'm getting a couple of things going on, so sorry if I'm like mixing my words right now. So it seems like there's somebody who is starting a family, like starting over. So either they're starting a family as in they want to have a baby or they want to adopt, something like that, and create a family, or they're starting over, meaning that they've cut ties with some certain people, and the family could have been like a family of friends, and they are making a new circle of friends. So it seems like something new is happening. And so, you know, try not to take what was going on with the last relationship or last family, or how you perceive family should be, and just like toss it onto the new thing. Like, okay, we are all of a sudden insta family, everything is great, and you know, this is how I do things, and it's my way or the highway, you know, type thing. Is, you know, when something is brand new and fresh, let it evolve. You know, don't start just putting restrictions and things on it based off of prior experience. So that's kind of what I'm getting at, and I hope that makes sense to you guys. I'm trying to spit that out correctly. Okay, last one is creativity slash career. The reason I put those together is because I believe that you can be creative within your career. And wow, this is actually coming up a lot. Like readings that, like weekly readings that I'm hearing on YouTube, plus just like chatter on the Facebook community. But there's a lot of like death and 10 of swords action going on. Where it seems like in a career, a lot of people are going to be making career changes. So it could be, you know, not a huge change right away. Maybe you start some project on the side, and eventually, you know, that's going to lead off into something awesome. But I am seeing changes within careers as of July. So, ooh, and it doesn't seem like it's a bad thing. It seems like the career change is in a positive direction for you guys. So, hey. All right, so just to kind of recap, remember that the theme for this month is to not give away your power, act like the badass that you are, take care of yourself. And then for health, we have the Fool. For wealth, we had the King of Wands, and for family, we had the Page of Pentacles, and for creativity / career, we had the Ten of Swords. So that's it for me, you spiritual homies. Let me know if you had any questions about this reading, if I was making myself succinct and clear. And I wish you guys a wonderful July. And if you're in the Northern Hemisphere where it is summertime, then stay cool wherever you are. You notice that I'm filming this indoors. That's because we got the AC going and it's quite warm outside. It is now staying steady in the hundreds, and it's I think not cooling below like 78 at night. So that's why I have my nice cold jasmine drink here. So anyway, have a happy July. And if you're in the United States, have a wonderful Independence Day. Don't party too hard. And I'll catch you next month, and I'll make some obviously videos in between. Okay, so if you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to get yourself subscribed. And if you want to book a reading with me, you know what you need to do. So I will catch you spiritual homies of the metaphysical persuasion later. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.